Hello everybody, thank you so much for joining me today. Thank you for joining me for my plant haul, all the plants that I bought over the month of January. And you guys, when I was bringing all these plants over to show you guys what I bought, I swear I bought only like 10 plants, but no, double that number. I definitely bought more than 10. So we'll count the plants at the end and we'll see how many I bought, but I know it's definitely more than 10. I think I have a problem. So I think we should just jump right in and I should start showing you the plants because this is probably going to be a pretty long video. So if you want to pause the video here and go get yourself a drink or a snack, because it is going to be a pretty long one. But before we get started, if you want to see more plant videos from me, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. My next video that I'm going to do is plants that I had no business buying, plants that I really should have just left at the store, but that will be the next video. Let's get into this video because I'm really excited to show you the plants that I bought. These plants are not rare or hard to find. Well, most of them anyway. Some of them are, but most of them are, you know, just pretty common plants. But they're plants that I saw and that I just thought I had to have. So I'm going to start by showing you the plants that I bought at Walmart. And the first two plants that I have sitting here are these purple passion. And these plants, I absolutely love this plant. It is one of my favorite plants, and I did have a plant that was growing. It was awesome. It flowered for me multiple times, and during the move it didn't make it and it died. And so when I saw these at Walmart, I grabbed them. So they're just so beautiful. The purple and the green, the leaves are so fuzzy. I really couldn't pass these up. And yeah, these are just two plants that I'm going to pot them up together, and I absolutely love them and I'm happy that I have them. So these are the first two plants here. They're from Walmart and they were $2.94 each. So super cute, happy to have them. Okay, so the next plant I'm going to show you is a plant that also I've had once before. If you watched my last video, it was my cacti. I went to the Cactus Nursery, Walmart, and Lowe's. I did pick this plant up at Walmart when I was there. And this plant I did pick up because I did give my mother-in-law my plant that I had like this and for her birthday. And so of course I didn't have one. And so when I saw it, I knew that I had to have it. I've been looking for one, and I've been looking to add new aglaonema to my collection. So I'm on the hunt for any new aglaonema. I did see a post from one of the Facebook groups I'm on saying that there was some at Fry's food and drug store. It's the grocery store here. And so I'm going to have to go there. And I might have to buy a few plants, but we'll see about that. So this plant I absolutely love. It's the red Siam, and I just love the colors of it. I love aglaonema, one of my favorite plants. I could not pass this up. I had to buy it. So that's another one here that I bought in January. Okay, so the next plant that I bought, you guys, I really didn't need this plant, but when I saw it at Walmart, I just had to have it. I could not leave it there, and that is this philodendron, the green heartleaf philodendron, and it's in such a beautiful pot. It was already trailing. It has grown new leaves since I've purchased it. I think I got it maybe, I'm going to say maybe 2 weeks ago. I just love it. It's so beautiful, and I have a spot for it already in my house, so I can't wait to put it up there. Of course, I put all these plants in quarantine before I even put them in with my other plants because I don't need a pest problem. So So these plants have been in quarantine, and most of them are ready to go in their final spots in my house. But this is one that I bought here in the month of January, and this plant was $17.96. So super beautiful plant. I just had to have it. I just had to have it. Okay, and then the same thing with this plant. I bought these two plants together. This plant was also at Walmart, and I had to have it, you guys. It is the Silver Satin Pothos, also $17.96. It is from the Costa Farms Exotic Angel Plant Collection. I love Costa Farms, you guys. They are just killing it this season. Their plants are just awesome and amazing, and I'm so thrilled every time that I find a plant from Costa Farms, and most of the times I have to buy the plant when I see it. But this is the plant that I picked up at Walmart. I just thought it was so beautiful. So it is also growing, has new growth since I've purchased it. And I do have a spot for this one as well. So that is another one that I bought from Walmart. Okay, now I'm going to show you two plants. I think I only got two plants from this grocery store. It's called Bashes. And I stop in there maybe once a week, every 2 weeks. They don't normally have too many plants, but when they do have plants, I have picked up plenty from them, believe me. So the first one I got is this propeller plant, and it's actually a succulent. And this one was $3.99. It's in a 4-inch pot. And I just thought it was so neat. I don't have one like this, and I just thought that I had to have it. So that is the first one that I bought at Bashes. And then the other plant that I bought at Bashes was for a purpose. And the purpose is I'm going to put this on my plant wall. So I'm going to make a plant wall, and I'm going to put this plant up there. I wanted a plant that was kind of like trailing, but I don't know. I just thought this plant would work very well on my plant wall. So I'm going to, you know, stick it in a little plant ring on the plant wall, and it already has a trail. And this is a syngonium, if you guys didn't already know that, but this is a syngonium, and it's so beautiful. I just loved the light color on the leaves. I don't have this one, so when I saw it, I knew that I had to have it. So that is another plant here that I bought at the grocery store. Okay, now I'm going to show you some plants that I bought online. And I did an unboxing of these plants. I did an Etsy. I'll link the videos up above, just in case you missed them. But the first one I'm going to show you, the first two I'm going to show you are these ones that I got on Etsy. And they are the Ladder Bacchiania. Let me show you the name. And when I first got these plants, they had 2 leaves. One was growing a leaf, and now they both have 3 leaves. So I'm super happy with these plants. I'm super happy with this place, the Etsy shop that I ordered them from, which was Salad Beard Farms. And I just love these little plants. They're so cute. So there's the first 2 that I bought online. Okay, and I will also link the video where I purchased plants from the Macari app. I'll link that one above too if you guys missed it. This first plant, you guys, I don't know. So I'm going to show you what it looks like now. And I'm 100% sure you can't guess what this is because there's not even a plant there. But when I got it, it did have 4 leaves. I'll insert a picture here or here to show you guys what it looked like when I first bought it. But the root system was very healthy, so I put it in this pot, and I'm hoping that it grows some new leaves for me. I don't see any new growth yet, but I'm hoping that it does grow some new leaves for me. So this plant is the Scindapsus Moonlight. It's supposed to be anyway. So there's that one. And then this plant I was super happy with, and I'm still really happy with it. It is the Monstera Peru. And this is what it looked like when I first got the plant. It's pretty healthy. The roots are very healthy, so I was really happy about that. But now, if you can see, it's growing a new leaf. So I'm super excited about this plant because I really wanted it. And now that it's growing a new leaf, I'm really happy about this. So this plant is sits under my grow light, so hopefully it will grow some more leaves for me. But I love this plant, my Monstera Peru. Love it. Okay, so now I'm going to show you 3 plants that I purchased from Lowe's. And recently Lowe's has not really had too many plants that I've been wanting to buy. And when I saw these plants, I don't know why I bought them, but I did. This one, the first one is this Joseph's Coat Opuntia. And I had one before, but it died, so I bought another one. And I just love it because it's the variegated one. And I think it was like $3. So I did pick that one up from Lowe's. So the next one that I picked up when I was at Lowe's is this Peperomia. And I think it's a Peperomia, I forget. I'll have to put the name on the screen. But I just thought it was really cute. And it's been doing pretty good. It's has some new growth since I've had it. And it does have a little spider that is living in here. It's not a spider mite, but it is a little spider, and I just let it do its thing because I don't think it's hurting the plant at all. But I did get this one, and it was only $4.98, so I picked that one up. I really don't do good with Peperomia, but this one's doing good so far. So I'm happy with it. Keep it under my grow light, let it do its thing, and it's been doing good so far. So I got this one at Lowe's. And then this one I bought at Lowe's, so it is a Monstera. And yes, I already do have a Monstera. I don't know if you can see my Monstera back there, but I did buy this one because every time that I go to Lowe's, I look at the Monstera and see if they have any variegation. And every single time I look at them, they never have variegation. Well, I was looking at this one, and I saw some variegation, and I don't even know if it's variegation, but I saw this leaf here. Okay, so I saw a little variegation on that one. And then also there was another one. Also there was this one that had some variegation on it. Like, kind of. So, did I really need this plant? Absolutely not, because I already have one. But I bought it anyway, so I don't know. I don't know what to say. But I'm hoping that it gets more variegation. This one is from Quarry Farms Nursery. And I did hear that they're supposed to be releasing some variegated Monstera either this year or next year. So I was hoping that I got one that was accidentally mixed up in their regular Monsteras that they send out. I don't know, wishful thinking, but I took it home. And it was only, I think it was like $9.98. So, $9.98. Got that one. Okay, so now I'm going to show you 3 plants that I bought at my favorite houseplant nursery that I stop at once a week. I try to anyway. The first plant that I got is this little tiny Peperomia. And I seriously have no business buying Peperomias, but when I saw this plant, I bought it. So this is what it looks like. I don't even know what kind it is. It just had such tiny little leaves that I had to pick it up. And you guys, it was $9.99, so it wasn't cheap. Okay, so there's that one. And then another one, another peperomia that I bought at that nursery was this peperomia, and I don't even know the name of this one either. But surprisingly, this one has been doing very well for me. So I really have no complaints about this one. It does have so much new growth since I bought it. And it kind of looks like it's going to be a trailing plant if I let it, you know, trail. So this one was $5, and I don't know, I just grabbed it. I thought it was cute. And this one really, so far, no regrets on this one. I'm happy that I picked it up because it has so much new growth and it's been doing really well for me. So I'm happy about that one. So the next plant that I bought at the plant nursery is this Hoya Lisa. So I already have the green Hoya Australis, and I wanted the variegated one. So when I saw they had this one at that plant nursery, I had to go get it. They're really good growers and they're super easy plants. I have my green one hanging in an east facing window, and it does pretty well. So I'm going to hang this one next to it. So the next two plants I'm going to show you are plants that a subscriber to my channel got for me, and his name is Colin, so thank you, Colin. So the first one is a Hoya Wyetii, and he gave me a cutting of his, and I was so happy about that. So there's the cutting, and it is sitting under my grow light. I hope that it produces some new leaves for me, but I'm super happy with this cutting of the Wyetii. And then the other plant that he got for me was this Sansevieria, and I'm not sure, when I saw the picture I thought it was a whale's fin, because it does have the variegation like a whale's fin, and then it has like the red or orange around the edges. And it does have some pretty big leaves in here, like let me see if I can lift it up, like this one here. You know, they're pretty big, so I thought it was a whale's fin, but I'm not sure, so you guys will have to let me know. So he did find this one at Home Depot, and he lives probably 3.5 hours away from me, so his Home Depot has, you know, obviously different stuff than mine does, but it is growing a new plant out of the bottom here, so it's a very healthy plant. So I'm excited for it. But like I said, if you guys can let me know what kind of Sansevieria this is, I would appreciate it. Okay, so the next two plants I'm going to show you are plants that I bought at another grocery store that I shop at. It is called Fry's, and the first plant is a plant that I really wanted because mine died a while ago, and I have been looking for this plant. I did a shopping video when I found this plant, so I will link it above if you guys are interested in taking a look at that. But the first plant here is this pink syngonium. So I have been looking for one, and when I saw it, it was the last one, and I just had to grab it, and it's been doing very well. It did come in like I think it's like a cement pot. And it is from Live Trends, and it was $19.99. So I got the syngonium. And then another plant that I bought, I really had no business buying because I already have it. But when I saw it, I had to grab it, and it is another ZZ Raven. So now I have two ZZ Ravens. This one is not as full as the one that I first bought when I first saw them, but I saw this one at Fry's and I just had to grab it. So this one is also a Trending Tropicals, and it is, I think it was like 16 or 17 bucks. So I did get another ZZ Raven. Okay, so now we are down to the last 5 plants of the video. These plants I did buy at the Cactus Nursery. So if you missed that video, I will link it above. It was the last video that I just did, but I did buy 5 cacti from them. So the first one that I bought is this little one, and I will put the name on the screen because I did a little research on it, and it's not a bishop's cap. It starts with a G. Like I said, I'll put the name up on the screen, but I just love this little cacti. I loved the purple color on it, and these little ones were $2 each. So the next one I got was is this little Opuntia Gumbi, and I bought this one because I liked the pink on the spines. So I got that one, $2. And then the next one I got is this little Mexican fence post. This one was also $2, and I liked this one also because it had the purple sunstress. And then the next one that I got at that cacti nursery, this one I believe was $4 because it was in a little bit bigger pot. And I still don't know the name of this one, but I absolutely loved it. It's like a blue color, and it just has such a funky shape to it. And so I picked that one up. And then the last plant that I got at that cacti nursery is this plant here. And this one again, I loved it because of the sunstress, the purple sunstress on it, and the funky shape to it. So that is another plant that I got at that cacti nursery, and I think this one was $8 for this bigger pot. Okay, so I forgot a plant, and it's probably one of my most favorite plants that I bought over the month of January, and I was so happy to find this plant. Actually, I bought it online, and it is the Moonlight Trubii, the Scindapsus. So Costa Farms did have these. They were selling them online, and I was lucky enough to get one. So I think this is probably one of my favorite plants that I have so far. It's growing new leaves for me, and I've had it for 2 weeks now. So like I said, I was really happy to get this plant, and it did come in this pot, and it is one of the trending tropicals, but I ordered it online. I didn't find it in our local grocery store or anything. So there is that plant, my last plant of my haul here. Okay, you guys, so those are all the plants that I purchased over the month of January, and I know it is a lot of plants. I really didn't think that I bought that many, but I guess I did. But I'm trying to be a little more selective in what I am buying. I did see at Walmart the raindrop peperomia, the watermelon peperomia. They also had ZZ Raven, and then they also had the begonia maculata. But I passed up on those, so I was super proud of myself for that. But like I said, I am looking for some more aglaonema to add to my collection, so I will be purchasing more plants if I find any. So I just want to thank you guys so much for joining me today. Thank you so much for watching my video. If you guys like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more plant videos from me, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. And like I said, my next video is going to be plants that I had no business buying. And I'm going to show you some plants that I really had no business buying. But again, I just want to thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next one. Bye, guys.